and so I recommend it.
But yes, thank you. By the way, on the way here I saw a really interesting Facebook video. In fact, I shared it with a lot of contacts.
Oh yeah?
Yes, it's an awareness campaign done through a social experiment.
Useful.
Very. They try to convey a gesture that a person in distress, maybe next to their tormentor, can do to ask for help or to get attention. It's done that way. Anyway, look, I have it here.
Don't show me anything, because these things just don't appeal to me.
What things?
These gestures, in my opinion, they are not at all useful to help someone in need.
Instead, in my opinion, it is something very useful and something that everyone should know about.
But imagine if a person in distress remembers to do these things. There are many other much more functional ways to ask for help.
Which ones?
Directly asking for help, for example. Yell, speak out, openly report what is happening. Isn't that faster?
No, because very often a person in distress is intimidated by their perpetrator, is afraid, even feels guilty, and does not have the strength or courage to rebel openly.
And by making a 4 with one's hand, one saves one's life? Go ahead.
Lucia, you are trivializing something that could be very helpful instead. And anyway, it is done like this, not like you did.
It remains nonsense to me anyway. And anyway, if everyone has to know about it, the torturer will know it too. And so we're back to square one. There's no point anymore. Come on now, let's change the subject, please.
I don't agree at all. Anyway, let's change the subject. What did you do on Saturday night?
By the way, now that's interesting. So Saturday we went to the pizza place.
Hey, do you know what time it is?
Yes, it's 5 o'clock.
Because of this one, I broke my phone. Well, you might as well leave.
Yes, quiet.
Come on, let's go. It's your fault now.
So Lucia, tell me, what is the very important thing you had to tell me? Because look, I have one to tell you too.
First of all, I have to apologize to you.
Why should you apologize?
Because yesterday I didn't take seriously the gesture you showed me.
Well, it happens to disagree.
No, I made a big mistake. Last night a girl asked me for help with that very gesture.
Did a girl ask you for help? Where?
In my area, I was on my way home.
Forgive me, and what was this girl like?
Long brown hair, very fair complexion, thin. Why do you ask?
No, go ahead. I'll tell you later.
Well, I was on my way home, quiet. I was minding my own business. At one point, a guy comes up to me to ask me the time. Yes, but in a very abrupt way. I didn't pay attention to it there and then, though. I answered him, and at that moment I noticed that behind him was a very scared and frightened girl. As soon as our eyes met, she gestured to me. He then noticed something and in fact intimated me to leave. Of course I turned away. But as soon as I turned the corner, I immediately called the police, who fortunately intervened immediately. Anna, do you realize that thanks to you I was able to help that girl?
Crazy. I don't believe it, Lucia. Thank you. Thank you very much.
No, I don't understand. I am the one who has to thank you because you are the one who introduced me to the act.
Lucia, because the girl you rescued last night was my sister.
What? I didn't know you had a sister.
And it was really about her, the thing I wanted to tell you.
So he was her boyfriend?
They had been living together for some time, but I never liked him. I would try to understand better, to talk to her, but she would get vague, change the subject. And then it was impossible to talk to her alone because he was always there, as you know, watching her. So when I saw that video yesterday, I sent it to her right away.
You did very well. And I realized how important this gesture is to make every woman find the courage inside to be able to ask for help in a dangerous situation.
But not only to women, to anyone in danger, because if you hadn't recognized it and she hadn't, I don't know what could have happened. And that's why it needs to be publicized as much as possible, because it can save a life.
Yes, you are right.
And you, Lucia, saved hers.
You saved her life too. And anyone in a time of trouble has the right to know that there is a way out, even behind a small gesture.
Yeah. You are right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Most of the stories in our videos are inspired by real events. And if you have one too, we can get inspiration for future videos.